Day is the day these teams have had circled for a long time. It's a day where champions will be crowned and legends will be born. It's the LI Force. It's the Rosedale Jets. Next in the NSFL Pony Division Super Bowl on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Super happy you can join us here on this blustery Sunday afternoon from Roosevelt High School alongside Max Rodniak. My name is Roman Brunetti. And Max, we'll get a rematch of the 10U window. These same two organizations squared off. It was Rosedale who took the W 21-zip over the Force. The Force will try to get back at them coming up in the 11 and 12 age bracket. And we spoke to both coaches before the game, and they addressed one thing that both coaches in the previous game addressed in their game plan, and it was that they wanted to run the football and they wanted to run it hard.
Yeah, exactly. The wind conditions today making it almost impossible to have an adequate passing game. We've had 2 Super Bowls so far. I can count all the pass attempts on one hand. There really has been no passing game. It's all on the run. So whoever has a better running game is going to be in prime position to take this Super Bowl.
So the captains of each team are at midfield for the coin toss. The Force are the 1 seed in the Pony Division bracket. They're actually the only number 1 seed in the Tier 1 to make it to the finals. They beat the 4 seed Freeport Red Ravens in the semifinals. And on the other side, Rosedale, as we take a look at the Force roster, one of the bigger ones that we've seen today. And on the other side, we'll take a look at the Rosedale Jets roster. As you see it on your screen, the Jets are the 3 seed, 4-2 record. They won in overtime, beating Copeg in the semifinals with a final score 20-13. So you've got the 3 seed Jets, 4-2 record against the 1 seeded Force, undefeated on the season. They're trying to make it a perfect 9-0 campaign for them. And that would be quite the way to end the season for these young players.
Yeah, exactly. It's very hard to be consistent at youth levels of football. You never know what's going to happen. It's really a game-to-game show. But the Elmont Roosevelt Force truly showing that you can be a dominant force.
The Force led by a multitude of coaches. Head coach, Coach Scorn, the Administer of Pain, and that is an acronym for perseverance, attitude, intensity, and never giving up. It's a couple great qualities to instill in young players. He's assisted by Coach P. McCrae, 25 years a head coach. On the other side, Rosedale, led by head coach Fred Brehan. And in the Pony Division, you will get kickoffs. It's 12-minute quarters as well. In this Pony Division, kickoffs at the start of the game and at the start of the half. It's the second half. Teams can agree to do kickoffs after scores. So we'll see if they agree to do that. But the Force will kick off to the Jets. Force kicking from right to left, so the Jets will be scoring from left to right in this first quarter. Carter Jackson and Ethan Afolabi are back to receive for Rosedale. Jets wearing gray uniforms, black pants, black lettering and numbering with gold accents, black helmet with the yellow Rosedale Jets logo on it. And the Force wearing all blue uniforms, blue tops, blue bottoms, white helmets, white lettering and numbering, red accents. And we are underway. Bounce. The kick on a couple bounces taken by Afolabi, running to the left side. He's got a lane. Afolabi with the burst. Down the left sideline, the kicker to beat. There he goes. All the way for a touchdown. Ethan Afolabi, a kick return TD to start things in the Pony Division Super Bowl. And what a way to get things started, Max. 6-0 early.
I mean, they call him E-Dog for a reason. What a run by Ethan Afolabi. And, I mean, what better start can you have to a football game? The first kick, you return it for a TD. What a way for the Rosedale Jets to start off what is needing to be an incredible game against an undefeated side in Elmont Roosevelt.
And again, a refresher on the PAT rules. They give 2 points for a kick and 1 point for a run or pass. So they kind of switch things around, reward teams for going for that kick. So it looks like the Jets will line up for the 1 point run or pass. I think it's to introduce their starting offense. They're led by quarterback Prince Mortal, number 2. Quite the name for quarterback. We already saw Ethan Afolabi. He's one of the wide receivers, along with Carter Jackson and Dozer Dennis. Sage Ripley is the running back. And the offensive line is Aiden Ben, Noah St. Surin Russell, Thriston French Jr., Junior Daralis, and Gerani Gooden. So Rosedale looks like they're going to go for the 1 point. Mortal under center, takes the snap, fakes the pitch. It's an inside give, running to the right. It's Jackson, and he is toppled short of the end zone. So the Force defense makes a stand, and it will only be 6-0. And actually, they ruled Afolabi out of bounds on the kick return. My apologies. So it's second down. It's a QB sneak for Mortal, and this time it's a touchdown for good. So some confusion on the kick return and the first few plays of the contest. Afolabi was not credited with the kick return touchdown. Instead, they run a couple offensive plays. It's Prince Mortal who will register the TD. And regardless, Max, the Jets get that early lead.
Yeah, so that's a very interesting turn of events. Guess Afolabi was out around the 2-3 yard line. Either way, Prince Mortal slaps it into the end zone. So no matter what, a 6-0 lead for the Rosedale Jets.
They'll go for the 1 point run, but it's no good. The handoff was to Ripley, and he was swallowed up by a multitude of Force linemen. So the score will stay at 6-0. So what a start to this one. We had what we thought was a kick return. Here's the QB sneak from Mortal. Some textbook work by the offensive line of Rosedale. But a great start for the Jets. They get that early score. Wasn't the way they thought it was going to be. I'm sure Ethan Afolabi's a little disappointed he didn't get that kick return touchdown. But regardless, the Jets take that early lead, and so crucial in a game like this, in a win or go home, win or take all Super Bowl game, you get that early lead.
Yeah, and even if, again, it wasn't the way that Afolabi wanted it to go, it's still a massive touchdown for the Jets, and one that's going to give them an early lead in this highly contested contest. And once again, they're facing down an 8-0 side in the Elmont Roosevelt Ally Force. So they're going to have to play to the highest of their ability if they want to overcome this undefeated side.
You said it, Max. The Force undefeated 7-0. This is a team that has steamrolled its way through the NSFL Pony Division. But a great start for the Jets. Coming in as underdogs, they draw first blood in this Super Bowl affair. And it looks like we are not going to be getting kickoffs after scores. So the two teams will get the ball at their own 40-yard line after the opposing team tallies some points. So the Force will initiate their opening drive of the game from their own 40-yard line.
So again, that's one of the choices that these teams can make at this level. You can either just elect to have kickoffs to start the half, to start the game, or you could choose to have kickoffs after every score. These two sides saying no to that option and electing just for the 2 kickoffs across 48 minutes of play.
Josiah Farquharson is the quarterback. Empty set. He's going to toss it to the near side. A nice catch, but the ball jarred loose, incomplete. Looked like it was intended for Orion Pert. Might have been Moses Moore in the area as well for the force. But an incomplete pass, kind of a wobbler out of the hand of Farquharson, who they call the Hammer. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the force.
I mean, both teams' coaches telling us before the game that they really want to stick to the ground, play some old football, run and gun down the middle. But in spite of the wind, first play was a pass. Let's see if that pattern continues.
2nd and 10 from their own 40-yard line. Just about 1 minute gone by in this one. 6-0 Jets. Farquharson hands it off up the middle and a gaping hole. A huge run. This one's going to go all the way. Moses Moore down the sideline. Goodbye. Touchdown force. What a crazy start in this one, Max. We've got 2 touchdowns in the first minute of game time. And after the Jets get the opening score, the force bounce right back. And they've equalized this game at 6. Moses Moore turning on the afterburners. A 60-yard touchdown scamper. And it looks like the force are going to attempt the 2-point kick. It's Jaden Rojas serving as the kicker today. It's a live kick, so Rosedale will have the chance to block it. Looks like it's Devontae Cruden who's the holder. High snap gets it down. The kick from Rojas splits the uprights. It's good. A perfect kick from Rojas. And the force jump out, and they and they take their first lead of the game. It is 8-6.
That's just incredible for the force. They're not going to let that first touchdown shake them. They're going to go out. They're going to score a massive 60-yard rushing TD and get the 2 points afterwards. Also, it goes to show just how useful a kicker can be at this level. Not only may he be useful for a field goal to end the game, but kicker can also give you 2 extra points per touchdown. What a way to take a 2-point lead early on in this game.
So the undefeated force battling through some early adversity, and they springboard in front 8-6. We are just 70 seconds into this Super Bowl contest. Couldn't have drawn up a better start for each offense. The defenses have to regroup. So the first true possession on offense for Rosedale, again, the quarterback, Prince Mortal, number 2. He's got quite the fashion statement with neon green cleats. He's under center. Most of the Jets are lined up on the left side of the line. It's a handoff, right up the gut, and not much doing. A gain of maybe 2 or 3 on the first down play for Rosedale. Looked like that was Ripley who had the carry. It will be 2nd down.
A neat 4-yard gain there for the Jets.
2nd down handoff, flag down. It was the carry by Jackson. Solid gain of 4, but this one might come back for a flag. 10-16 left to go in the first quarter. As the referees are spotting the ball and are slated to take off the appropriate yardage. Excuse me, looked like they picked up the flag and they're going to award Rosedale a first down.
So another interesting turn of events. The first couple of minutes of this one have been full of those. And this time it's going to be in the favor of Rosedale.
1st and 10 from midfield. Mortal under center. Handoff up the middle for Jackson. And he barrels forward for another gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7 as the Jets cross over into enemy territory. Rosedale went to overtime to beat Copeg in the semifinals to get to this game as they continue to feed it to Jackson, and he is blown up. What a play in the backfield by Braden Brown, number 98. A big body in the center, and he makes a tremendous stop. Brings up 3rd and 7 for Rosedale.
Yeah, Braden Brown, beautiful tackle there. You just saw him shove his man to the ground and giving himself some early credit for the defensive MVP vote.
3rd down, Ripley with the carry. He is tripped up at the 45-yard line. That's not going to be enough. And it will be 4th and medium for Rosedale. Looks like they're going to keep the offense out on the field. Doesn't seem like any of these teams are going to be willing to punt today. 4th and about 4. Mortal under center. He's going to go with the QB sneak. 1st down and some more. A gain of 6 on 4th and 4. A QB sneak, QB blast kind of hybrid play. But it does the job. 1st down for Prince Mortal and the Rosedale offense. 8:21 to go in the first quarter. 8-6 Force. Mortal. Handoff to the left for Jackson. Jukes around a defender and tugs his way across the line of scrimmage for a gain of just 2. 2nd and 8.
So the Jets definitely going a little slower than the Force was, but in the end, it's working out for them just fine. Positive play after positive play.
2nd down. 7:40 left in the first quarter. 8-6 Force. Mortal under center. 3 guys in the backfield. Gives it to the up man, and he goes nowhere. Enveloped by 3 Force defensive linemen. It looks like Deshaun Brown made first contact for the defense. And it will be 3rd and long. Looks like he lost 1 on the play, so it'll be 3rd and 9 for Rosedale.
Definitely going to be a tough play here for Rosedale, although last couple 3rd and or 4th and situations they've converted. See if they can get it done once again.
So 3rd and 9. Same formation as before. 3 Jets in the backfield. They hand it to Jackson, running to the right. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, but doesn't really get much more. Once again, the Force rally to the football. Alan Reseda was in on the stop, as well as Moses Moore, who had the touchdown. That brings up 4th down. 4th and 6 for the Jets. As we approach the halfway point of this first quarter, 12-minute quarters in the Pony Division. We had 10-minute quarters in the Pee Wee and Midget divisions in the 2 earlier games. So a little bit more time. But it's 4th down. Jets will keep the offense on the field. A huge play early on between these 2 strong teams.
Well, the good thing here for Rosedale is that even if they were to punt it away, they'd actually be losing yards. So definitely a no-brainer to go for the 4th down attempt here.
Shotgun formation from Mortal. 2 receivers on each side. He's going to throw. Looks left. Throws left. Incomplete. Pass intended for Afolabi. So the Jets turn it over on downs. First throw of the game. I think that's like the 4th or 5th we've seen all day. Jets don't seem to be afraid to throw it. But that pass off the target from Portal. And the Jets turn it over on downs. The Force will take over at their own 35-yard line.
Yeah, but Roman, second throw we've seen in the first few minutes of this game. Again, maybe the 5th, 6th throw that we've seen of the entire afternoon. It's just really tough with the massive wind out here to get the ball up in the air.
First down for the Force. Handoff to Moore. Dragging defenders across the line of scrimmage for a short gain of 2 or 3. Moses Moore had touchdown on the last drive, known as the Machine. His coaches say that he's built different. And you can see why through some of those first few runs. 5:11 to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, but exactly, if you can run like that every single time, if you can push through defenders that easily, there's no wonder that you're going to get that caliber of nickname.
2nd and 8 from the 37. Farquharson under center. 3 guys in the backfield for the Force. Handoff running to the right. And a gain of about 2 or 3 once again for Orion Hurt. It will be 3rd and medium, 3rd and 5 to be exact, for the LI Force. 4:33 to go in the first quarter. It's the offense who leads 8-6. Force are undefeated, 7-0 in the regular season.
99, you're calling yeah.
And they got the dub
Yeah, okay.
in the semifinal rounds. So they're 8-0 on the season. 3rd down, Farquharson under center. It's a handoff, looks like it's to Moore. He's going nowhere. Swallowed up by the Rosedale defensive line. Excuse me, that was Keon Tomlin, the fullback for the Force, who got the carry. He lost a yard, so it's 4th and 6. We want to apologize to any of our viewers. It was Nazir Wilson, not Braden Brown, who made a couple defensive stops for the Force on defense on that last sequence. So it's 4th and 6 on offense for the LI Force. They're going to keep the offense on the field with 3:16 left to go in the first quarter. Farquharson under center. Takes the snap, handoff to Moore, jukes to the outside, and he dances across for a first down. Some dynamic running by Moses Moore, the Machine, on 4th and 6, as he waltzes his way to move it to sticks. And the Force keep the drive alive. They now have the ball at their own 47 as we approach the late stages of this first quarter.
Yeah, Moses Moore's been an absolute force today. Really just carrying the ball with such grit every single time. Can have that massive 60-yard touchdown earlier.
So 1st and 10 from the 47. Farquharson under center. 2 receivers out to the near side. It's a handoff coming to the near side for Devontae Cruden. He's got a lot of room to work with. Down the sideline, a stiff arm, tiptoeing, and he is in. Touchdown. Devontae Cruden. And the Force tally another TD here in the first quarter. It's now 14-6.
What a great name, Devontae. What a great name.
See this incredible run here. He keeps on going. He's almost pushed out of bounds around the 20. But in spite of that, he stays in bounds and gives the Force another 6 points.
And they're going to attempt the 2-point kick yet again with Jaden Rojas. 1 for 1 on PATs so far. We look to make this a 10-point contest. High snap, and the kick is blocked.
Extra point is blocked.
So the Jets defensive line, special teams unit, causes chaos in the backfield, they block the extra point, and they keep this game at an 8-point deficit. 14-6 Force. But they're rounding off to a tremendous start. 2 long touchdowns, one for Moses Moore and the other for Devontae Gruden.
Yeah, exactly, Roman. 2 great runs, 2 great touchdowns, and the LI Force really showing why they are undefeated this season.
So now Rosedale is going to have to respond. They got that early TD that was set up by the huge kick return by Ethan Afolabi, who was punched in by Prince Mortal just a few seconds later. But now they have to respond. They turned it over on downs their last time they had the football.
And Rosedale definitely wants a big win today. They got themselves a Super Bowl victory in the midget division Super Bowl earlier today. They want to go back to back.
1st and 10 from their own 40. Shotgun formation for Rosedale. And a flag thrown. One of the defensive linemen might have come across early for the Force.
Look to be.
Referees are going to move the football up 5 yards. So offside on Alan Reseda. Makes it 1st and 5 for the Jets.
Just cannot be giving up these penalties, especially so early on in the game.
Mortal in the shotgun. Hard snap. And it looks like a flag thrown, and this one might be coming back. False start. So the offside yields 5 yards for the Jets. The false start brings it right back to where the drive was slated to start. So it'll be 1st and 10 at the road 40. Same formation for Mortal. They motion Jackson coming to the left. Mortal's going to throw. Looks to the left, scampers out to the left, throws to the line of scrimmage, caught by Jackson, and he is thrown down out of bounds after a gain of 5. So I believe that's one of the first completed passes we've seen all day, as Mortal is able to hook up with Jackson for a medium gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5, as we are within the 2-minute mark of the first quarter. 14-6 Force.
Roman, you mentioned the complete pass. I might be wrong, but it looked as if it was the first complete pass of the day. We had 2 incomplete passes earlier in this game, and I don't think we saw one in either of our first 2 Super Bowls.
So it's clear the Jets are not afraid to go to the air. 2nd and 5. Shotgun formation for Mortal. 2 receivers to the near side. A tight end in the game. 1 receiver at the top. They throw straight to the near side. Caught by Afolabi. And Chukwu stays on his feet. Dragging defenders. And he falls his way across the 45 down to the 43. 1st and 10 for the Jets. Afolabi loses his helmet on the play. So he might have to go to the sideline for a snap.
That was just an incredible play from Afolabi, getting past so many defenders. He just shook so many of them off. And Ethan E-Dog Afolabi with his 2nd big play of the game.
That's going to be the end of the first quarter. Like 70 seconds earlier than we thought it was going to be. But regardless, that is the end of the first quarter. So the Force 12 minutes down, 36 left to go for their Super Bowl hopes. They've got a 14-6 lead behind some incredible running offense. Moses Moore and Devontae Gruden tallied touchdowns to their name.
Yeah, exactly. It's been a really good running attack from the Allied Force. And those 2 big names that you mentioned, Moore and Gruden, getting so many big plays through their first 2 drives.
So the Jets will now be scoring from right to left, the Force from left to right in the second quarter. Rosedale will start the second quarter with the ball on their opponent's 43-yard line. (14-6) Force as we start the second frame.
Starting the second quarter, Rosedale.
Mortal looks like he's going to be in the shotgun formation yet again.
1st and 10, Rosedale.
Receiving the play call from his sideline. 2 receivers split to either side. And Ripley in the game to his left. It's going to be a throw out to the right, caught by Jackson.
Nice.
Dodging towards the sideline, and he is slammed out of bounds. Took a gain of just 1. 2nd and 9 for Rosedale.
For Rosedale's definitely been the slower team today. Of course, they do have a touchdown, so they have been great, but they're more of an incremental side, looking to just get 3-4 yards per play, and hopefully over a span of 5 or 6 minutes, that gets you a score.
Max, they are willing to use the air attack, but looks like it's just seemingly been a couple short passes, a couple out routes, some screen passes. We'll see if they decide to push the ball down the field at all, or if they'll stick with those quick hitters. 2nd and 9 from the 37. Shotgun formation again for Mortal. 2 receivers at the top, 3 receivers at the top. 1 at the bottom, hard snap, and that might have drawn one of the defensive linemen offside, but the referees say no call at first. And then a false start on Rosedale. Even more miscommunication. And Max, it looked like some of the defensive linemen on the Force came across. The far side referee said no. Then the couple of the receivers on the far side for Rosedale got started a little too quickly, so that will cost the Jets 5 yards. That will make it second, it looks like 14.
Yeah, I guess none of the defensive linemen for the Force actually went past the line of scrimmage. Maybe the refs didn't see a nudge. Whatever the case may be, the Jets are 5 yards behind the starting point they wanted.
Trips at the top. 1 receiver to the near side. Mortal's going to throw, looks to the right. It's a screen pass that is dropped. Incomplete. Pass was intended for Dozer Dennis, but he could not hold on. And it's 3rd and long for Rosedale. 10:22 to go in the second quarter. The Force lead 14-6. An early crucial 3rd down for Rosedale. You have to give this ball back to the Force. You're risking going down by another touchdown against an offense that has seemingly been impossible to stop all season.
And the last thing you want to do is give the ball to the Force. 2 drives, 2 TDs. They weren't anything scrappy. They were unbelievable. 2 burst runs, each 40-plus yards, and incredible plays all around. Again, just do not want to be giving the ball up to the LI Force offense.
3rd down. Mortal pressured, and he is sacked. Big number 99, Nazir Wilson, nicknamed Big Homie. One of the biggest kids in the 12U age bracket, gets into the backfield to make the sack.
In about 20, about 20.
Also had number 67, Chase Toussaint, in there as well for the Force, and it's 4th and a mile.
Combined with number 67.
Looks like Rosedale's just going to keep the offense out there. The ball's spotted at their own 45.
It's 67.
They need the Force 34. Then 21, I believe.
Yeah, whatever it may be, it's a long ways away from the last down marker. The Jets electing to go on 4th down, maybe just a risky play, but I think the main catalyst here is just not wanting to give up the ball to the Ally Force offense.
Actually, I believe they're going to punt this. Carter Jackson's the punter, can't handle the snap, tries to get it away, and it looks like it was partially blocked. The ball is rolling to the other side of midfield where it is covered by Orion Hurt. So Jackson couldn't hold the snap, tried to punt it away. It looked like it was partially blocked. Ball leaped across midfield. But regardless, the Force will have advantageous field position yet again. I just couldn't really tell if they were punting or not. They ran out a lot of the same players that they had on the offensive plays.
Yeah, it was kind of an interesting play there, Roman. Like, didn't really look as if they were going to go for the punt, and they do, and the punt was on the ground. Everything kind of went wrong there, but for the Ally Force, they're going to take it. They're at their own 43, maybe 44, say 43, and they're already up 8 points. So any score will do so much for this team.
They're going to take a quick timeout. So with 9 minutes left to play in the first half, the Force, they've been a dominant force all season. They lead 14-6 over the Rosedale Jets. Force undefeated on the season, 7-0. They're the only one seed in the Tier 1 Super Bowls that we've seen today. They're the only number one seed that's been in the Super Bowls. The first two Super Bowls were contested by both the 3 seeds and the 4 seeds. In this age bracket, we've got the number 1 Force and the number 3 Jets.
Yeah, again, like you mentioned, Roman, those other 2 Super Bowls were a 3 versus 4, and the reason they were a 3 versus 4 was because the Ally Force, who are the number 4 in both situations, were able to upset the number 1 seed.
So the Force will take over at their own 43-yard line. They're 2 for 2 on their drives. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Still looking to make it 3 for 3. Barkhorse in under center. To handoff, running between the tackles, running over defenders. It's big number 45, Keon Tomlin, his second carry of the afternoon. It will be second and 4 for the Force. It's got to be scary having a guy the size of Keon Tomlin running at you.
I mean, sure is. We've seen other teams today use the same strategy. They take one of their big guys, they put him at running back because they know he can punch through a lot of the defensive line.
He gets the call yet again. He's got a first down. Bulldozing the Jet defensive line into the secondary. Key move to chains. It'll be first down. Consecutive carries of 6 yards for Keon Tomlin. And the Jets the Force push into Jet territory, but we've got an injured player.
It's been an absolute great day for the Force today. Not good to see one of your men down, but so far a successful drive. Again, those 2 carries from Keon Tomlin, getting them an early first down. And the second one there especially looked really good from Tomlin. You know, he's a big guy. You expect him to just hit every head that he can, but instead he goes a little bit of a shimmy at the end, gets himself an extra yard or 2. Some promising run game from him.
I was surprised when he broke out the juke move. I was like, whoa, where did this come from? But he's got the agility, he's got the power, he's got the makings of a dynamic running back. While we have a moment, we'll update you on some of the NFL scores with pretty much all of the games at halftime. Pittsburgh Steelers lead the Cincinnati Bengals 10-6. The Jacksonville Jaguars on top of the LA Chargers 14-6. Arguably the best game of the early window, the Buffalo Bills up by a point on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 21-20. The Chicago Bears lead the Minnesota Vikings 10-3. In a real offensive clinic, the Tennessee Titans lead the Houston Texans 3-0. The Atlanta Falcons are on top of the Carolina Panthers 21-10. And the Green Bay Packers and New York Giants are squared at 13.
With 8 minutes and 6 seconds left into the half.
Always good to look at some of these interesting games going on in the National Football League. Hopefully, today's game brings some more interesting moments between the Force and the Jets.
So we're ready to get back underway with just about 8 minutes to play, just under 8 minutes to play here in the second quarter. 14-6 Force. Farquharson under center takes the snap. It's a handoff up the middle.
Number 6
and
on the
not
carry.
much doing for Perks.
Gain of 3.
Gain of 3.
And 7.
It'll be 2nd and 7 for the Force.
So now the Force taking up the spot as the team that gets a couple of these short runs going.
2nd down, Jets sweeping for Moore. Running to the left, cutting back towards the middle, and being tackled after a gain of 2.
3rd and 6, Long Island Force.
It's like Tavon Gutierrez was in there, along with Afolabi. We've called his name a lot so far this afternoon. So it'll be 3rd and 6 from the 41. I'd like to think the Force will give it to one of their top dogs. The offensive line has been tremendous today for the Force. We'll discuss them in just a second. 3rd down and 6. 6:30 to go in the first half. Farquharson communicating with Perks. Under center. Takes the snap. It's a handoff coming to the near side. Shaking off the tackle. Still going as Pruden. Still on his feet with a couple juke moves. Got close to the line to gain. Didn't get there. He was just short.
Either way, what a play by Pruden. I mean, look at this. He falls almost to the ground, uses his hand to stay up. Stiff arms the man, keeps on going. But unfortunately, he's just a couple inches short of getting the first down.
So 4th down, and excuse me, Reynaldo Hernandez is in at quarterback for the Force. Farquharson on the sideline right now. So Hernandez taking the snaps as the signal caller. 4th and 1. Pruden in the backfield, as well as Tomlin and Moore. Hernandez, couple hard snaps. And he drew the Jets offside.
Offsides, Rosedale.
Tavon Gutierrez
Automatic Long Island Force first
took
down.
a step over the line, and he commits the crime. The Force will move the chains with a hard count. It'll be 1st and 10 at the the 31-yard line of the Jets. 4:55 to go in the second quarter. Same formation as the previous play. Hernandez under center. Takes the snap, play whistle dead. And it's a false start on the Force, so they give those 5 yards right back.
1st and 15, Long
They'll
Island
make it
Force.
1st and 15.
Yeah, they get the 5 yards back, but they do not get the 4th down situation back. So that offside still proving costly for the Rosedale Jets. You do not want to be giving up penalties like this in such a big game. And sometimes we're seeing both of these teams go back to back. One team gets an offside, other team false start to cancel it out.
So 1st and 15 from the 36. Hernandez under center. Again, a very similar formation to before. Takes the snap to hand off to Moore. This is Pruden running to the right, and he is tackled out of bounds after a strong carry.
14 yards.
Got a lot of those yards back and then some.
2nd and 1, Long Island Force.
We'll make it 2nd and short, 2nd and 3, it looks like from my vantage point. As we approach the 4-minute mark of this 2nd quarter, with the Force leading 14-6 and threatening to tally some more.
Yeah, very, very threatening here. Scary for the Rosedale Jets. If you go down 20, maybe if they convert the 2-point 22-6 to a team like the Force, there's almost no coming back. We saw it in our first 2 Super Bowls. Once you go down a little bit, you're going to go down a lot.
And play whistle dead yet again. Another false start on the Force. That's been a problem for them today. This has been definitely the most penalized game that we've seen so far out of our 3 games. Just to give you guys a quick recap, we saw Copaig take down the Force in the Pee Wee division. That was at 10 a.m. Then at 12 p.m., Rosedale defeated the Force in the midget division. Now we're in the pony division. 2nd and 10, it looks like. 3:42 left in the 2nd quarter. Hernandez under center. Takes the snap. It's a sweep to the left. Coming back to the right is Moore. Doesn't really have much real estate to work with. And he's eventually forced out of bounds after a huge loss of yards. The Jets had that one read like a book.
Yeah,
3rd and 14 for the Force.
yeah, great job there by the Jets. Not allowing any running room there. That's going to be a big play for their defense.
So now 3rd and 13 for the Force. Looks like there might be some confusion with the downs. A couple fans yelling that it should be 2nd down. Looks like it's going to be a timeout called by the Force with 2:48 to play in the 1st half. 14-6 our score. And Max again, it's been a game where the 2 ground games have really stepped up and shined, especially for the Force. They've got 2 long touchdown runs. What have you seen from them?
Yeah, again, they've been really good on the ground, Roman. They're a team that doesn't really want to go into the air. The Rosedale Jets, they've tried it once or twice to varying levels of success, but the Force, they have a game plan. They want old-style football. They just want to run it every single time, and it's worked incredibly well. Left, right, down the middle. They've scored 2 touchdowns, and they're homing in on a 3rd.
And Max, we spoke to both of the coaches, and they said those exact words. They were planning to send their teams out with some hard, old-school football. They've done that today. Both teams mainly stick to the ground. A hard-nosed attack to pick up most of their offensive yards. I believe it's 3rd down. Shotgun formation for Hernandez. Two backs to each side of Hernandez. He's going to throw. 5-step drop, a screen pass is reeled in with one arm by Pruden. Still on his feet down the left side. He's got a 1st down and 4. Lowers the shoulder. And a big-time pickup for Devontae Pruden on the screen pass. And the Force continue to plow their way into Jet territory, and they're threatening to add on another touchdown before half.
Finally, they go in the air, and finally it's successful. A big hiccup by Pruden.
That was quite an impressive grab, Max. Reeling that in with one hand. Having the concentration to bring it in, and then to turn upfield and make some magic with his legs. 1st and 10. Ball spotted at the 18-yard line of the Jets. Hernandez under center in the shotgun. Moore to his left. Takes the snap. It's an inside zone to Moore, running to the running to the right, steps out of a tackle, shakes through another, still going, down the right sideline, stays in bounds, spins around another defender. What a run, a Houdini act for Moses Moore. He's got his second score of the half, and the Force continue to dominate on the ground. An impressive first half showing from them, and they extend their lead to 20-6.
Yeah, another great play by Moses Moore, his second TD of the game. Let's have a look at this one. Here just takes up a couple defenders. He goes around the outside, little stiff arm to one of the Jets, and then he scores after a nice spin to end the play.
Give some credit to his offensive line as well, allowing him to create some room with some outstanding blocks. It's 20-6 with 1:48 to play in the first half. Waiting to see if the Force will go for the kick or the conventional run pass play. They've kicked it twice so far. One of them was successful, the other one was blocked. And it looks like they're going to go for the 1-point run or pass. They keep the offense on the field with Hernandez. It's under center. Takes the snap, keeps it, flushed out to the right. Now he's scrambling, angles to the goal line. He is in. Absorbs a little contact as well. Reynaldo Hernandez saying, Civic players catch Mahomes. Well, it looked like Mahomes on that play. A dual threat quarterback makes it 21-6 in the favor of the Force.
You know, again, a great job by Reynaldo Hernandez. You see him there. Again, like you mentioned, Romy, he has to shake off a late hit. Either way, it's 21-6. Great job by the LI Force to take a commanding 2-score lead.
So 1:48 left to play. Rosedale will likely get one more shot here at halftime. An important thing to note, the Force will get the ball out of halftime, so just a crucial score for them. They can get a stop. They'll go into halftime feeling really good about themselves. Already up by 2 scores. 15 points to be exact, and I had to do a little bit of first-grade math there. But I was able to get it done. 21 minus 6 is 15, so the Force are up by 15 points. The Jets, they kind of need a score here, it feels like, with the way the Force offense has been playing all afternoon. It seems like the Jets need to get something going offensively on their side. They want to have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they haven't really been playing bad either. They had that touchdown earlier. They've been pushing the ball forward well, but the Force has just outclassed them ever so slightly. Tackle here, better play there. And in the end, it's 21-6 as we approach the halftime break.
Handoff running to the right. And tripped up after a gain of 5 is Carter Jackson, nicknamed C-Jax. A nice spurt on the first down play. Approaching 90 seconds to go in the half. Jets have to have a sense of urgency here, and they sure do. They get up to the line quickly, second down. Another handoff, another run for Jackson. Trudging towards the first down marker. He is a single yard short. It'll be 3rd and 1, and the Jets moving quickly.
3rd and 1, Rosedale Jets.
1:12 to go in the half. We're at their own 49-yard line. Now 60 seconds to play in the half. Portal takes the snap, and play whistle dead, a timeout called by Rosedale. Surprised they didn't call that earlier. Could have saved a few seconds. But regardless, they'll take one with 57 seconds to play in the first half. The Force with a 21-6 lead. Rosedale chasing a deficit. Feels like they need a score on this drive with the way that the Force have been playing on their side offensively. And Max, what do you think Rosedale needs to do on this drive if they want to give themselves a chance to punch the ball into Pater?
They gotta go quickly. They have to execute on every single play. And I mean, look, we haven't seen the passing game too much today, but maybe it's the right time to bring it out. You still have just about 50 yards to go until the end zone. You have under a minute to accomplish that goal. There's only one real way to do that, and that's going into the air.
And they've been the team that's been a little bit more inclined to go to the air. You said it, they might have to do it here. Maybe get a screen pass, get one of their playmakers out in open space. Not sure if running the ball between the tackles every play is going to get the job done, especially if you want a score before halftime. 57 seconds to play in the first half. 3rd and 1 for Rosedale. Mortal will take the snap from the shotgun in his neon green cleats. Ripley to his left. 2 receivers each side. Mortal's going to throw. 2-step drop. Heaves it over the middle. It's a double coverage. It's incomplete.
Number 2.
2 guys were there for the force. Moses Moore got his hands on it. And it will be 4th and 1.
Moore thought that he had an interception there. It slipped through his hands. He started pounding in anger. Almost a big play as we approach halftime.
And it's going to be a halftime.
It is halftime.
The teams won't even attempt a 4th down play. And we head into intermission. 24 minutes to play for the Pony Division Super Bowl. It's the Allied Force who hold the commanding 21-6 lead over the Rosedale Jets here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Parents, your support means everything to your athletes and to us at Varsity Media. To help us continue bringing you the best YouTube coverage of high school sports on Long Island, we invite business owners to consider a sponsorship on our broadcasts. If you own a business, consider a sponsorship for your athlete's team. It's a great way to show support, gain visibility, and keep the coverage going strong. Join us in making a difference. Contact Varsity Media today to learn more about broadcast sponsorship opportunities by emailing ben@varsitymedia.net.
Are you a local business looking for new and creative ways to promote your company? Varsity Media offers affordable rates that can get your message across to a demographic of 18 to 54 years of age. Our follower base across social media is 75,000 strong, and our viewership numbers per game are in the thousands. Don't blow your advertising budget on old staples like TV and radio media. Reach out to Varsity Media to get the best bang for your buck.
Now is a great time to book a sportscast with Varsity Media. What sets our sportscast apart isn't just the quality of our production, it's the knowledge, passion, and professionalism that our announcers bring to every game.
And here he comes again. Off the backboard! Are you serious?
Daly tries another 3. That one's good. 1 from the left corner, now from the right. Daly's on fire with 10 points in the opening quarter.
Loose ball, Keyshawn White has it. He's just going to let it fly. Oh! Keyshawn White from half court. That is cash. What a way to end the 3rd quarter.
Our commentators research athletes and highlight storylines that matter to your communities. Our approach creates a broadcast experience that not only informs, but elevates the athletes, giving the kind of recognition usually reserved for professional levels. Varsity Media's announcers make sure that every athlete has their moment. So book a Varsity Media Sportscast today, and let's get your team the recognition it deserves. Now is a great time to book a sportscast with Varsity Media. What sets our sportscast apart isn't just the quality of our production, it's the knowledge, passion, and professionalism that our announcers bring to every game.
Merrill, oh, look at a fake by Merrill. There's the spin again. Gary Merrill is not human. Touchdown, St. Anthony. Profeta! 1-0, Garden City.
Our commentators research athletes and highlight storylines that matter to your communities. Our approach creates a broadcast experience that not only informs, but elevates the athletes, giving the kind of recognition usually reserved for professional levels. Varsity Media's announcers make sure that every athlete has their moment. So book a Varsity Media Sportscast today, and let's get your team the recognition it deserves.
Hey parents, coaches, and players. Ever wonder what makes Varsity Media stand out as the tri-state leader in sports live streaming and videography?
Well, I've been working with Varsity Media for, 14 years. When we have video needs, whether that be a game, whether that be a practice, whether it be social media, it's nice to know that somebody understands what we're looking for without asking for it.
We started working with Varsity Media back in 2021, and since then they've been an absolute game changer, putting our event on the map. Varsity Media couldn't be a better partner, and if you're looking to optimize your event, I couldn't recommend them anymore.
It's been great for us. You know, the kids really get excited when they know that Varsity Media is going to be here. Not just what's happening on the football field, but all the excitement that's around it. It really boosted the environment here, and everybody gets really excited for what's going on.
Varsity Media is reliable, professional, and the quality work is fantastic. It's like watching ESPN. The announcers are unreal, really do a great job of speaking to the coaches to get the knowledge of the players, the season, what's going on with the team. There is nothing better than Varsity Media doing a live broadcast.
If you'd like to book with Varsity Media, reach out at 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net. Hey parents, coaches, and players. Ever wonder what makes Varsity Media stand out as the tri-state leader in sports live streaming and videography?
If you're looking to optimize your sporting event, look no further than Varsity Media's coverage. Since working with them over the course of the past 4 years through the Elite 5 New York City Football Showcase, their coverage has helped take us to the top.
Varsity Media does an unbelievable job in terms of the broadcast, backgrounds on kids, do a great job in exposure from top to bottom. I couldn't really say anything negative. It's been a great couple of years that we've been working together, and it's just fantastic.
Well, I'll tell you, the fact that you guys are here has helped grow it, really. I mean, Varsity Media's been a good partner with us now for the last couple of years. That brings this game to a much broader audience.
The level of detail and that you go to, I mean, obviously the announcers, the camera angles, the slow motions, I mean, you feel like it's being covered by, ESPN.
If you'd like to book with Varsity Media, reach out at 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net. High school sports fans, Varsity Media is the exclusive live stream partner of Nassau County Championships. To live stream fall, winter, and spring championship events, head to varsitymediapass.com to order. Now accessible on smart TVs. Varsity Media is your home for the Nassau County Championships.
Help keep Varsity Media's broadcasts free on YouTube by considering an advertising sponsorship. Our coverage of local games helps local businesses get visibility in the community. To learn more about our sponsorship packages and rates, email ben@varsitymedia.net. Now's your chance to score a touchdown with Varsity Media's ISO video. Video footage that focuses on your athlete only. Perfect for recruiting reels. Spots are limited, so reach out today. Email jeff@varsitymedia.net to book your next ISO video with Varsity Media. You've seen the dedication, the long hours, the early mornings, The sacrifice. You know your athlete has what it takes, but how do you make sure the right people see it? The recruiting process isn't easy. Coaches are flooded with highlights, but how do you stand out in the crowd? At Varsity Media, we specialize in creating game-changing ISO videos, high-definition, athlete-focused footage that highlights exactly what college recruiters want to see. With our up-close ISO video, we capture your athlete's key moments. No more wide angles showing other players. This is just your athlete's pure, raw talent. This is more than a video. This is the opportunity your athlete deserves. Give your athlete the edge they need. Make the right impression with Varsity Media's ISO video service. The future starts now. Parents, your support means everything to your athletes and to us at Varsity Media. To help us continue bringing you the best YouTube coverage of high school sports on Long Island, we invite business owners to consider a sponsorship on our broadcasts. If you own a business, consider a sponsorship for your athlete's team. It's a great way to show support, gain visibility, and keep the coverage going strong. Join us in making a difference. Contact Varsity Media today to learn more about broadcast sponsorship opportunities by emailing ben@varsitymedia.net.
It won't be together without y'all. Thank you. Appreciate it. Shout out to all the commissioners.
Pony Division Super Bowl between the LI Force and the Rosedale Jets alongside Max Rodiak. My name is Roman Brunet, and Max, it was a dominant offensive attack from the LI Force in the opening half. It was really spearheaded by that ground game that featured two long touchdowns from Moses Moore and Devontae Pruden.
Yeah, exactly. Those two absolutely electric coming out of the backfield for the Force, getting those long run TDs that have catapulted the Force to a dominant 21-6 lead. It's exactly the result that the Force organization wanted after losing the first two Super Bowls of the day.
And on the other side, the Jets are now facing a 15-point deficit. Their season on the line, and they're going to have to come out on defense to start the second half. What do you think they're going to need to do on their side in order to get back in this game?
I think they're going to have some sort of massive play go on, looking towards maybe grab an interception out of the air, make a man fumble the ball, pick it up, get a turnover on downs. You need some sort of quick defensive play if you want any shot of coming back against the LI Force.
So the Force will get the ball to start the second half. They'll be going from left to right. The Jets will be going from right to left. And to start the second half, we will have a kickoff. Kickoffs in this age group are only at the start of the game and the start of the second half, unless the two teams agree to do it after scores. But these two teams have not done so. So this is only the second kickoff that we've seen today.
The first kickoff that we saw, it was an incredible return by Ethan Afolabi of the Rosedale Jets, just 2 yards shy of the end zone.
Looks like it's Devontae Pruden and BJ Lubin back to return for the Force. As we were having some troubles getting the football on the kickoff holder. It's Zaquan Davis ready to boot it away for the Jets. And the second half is underway. A couple of bounces heading towards the sideline. It's going to go out of bounds. And that's going to be a penalty. Kickoff out of bounds will set the Force offense up with some good field position to start the second half.
Exactly, that's what you want if you're the Force here. Just a needle in the side of the Rosedale Jets. Not what you need if you are down 21-6.
And some good awareness on that far side by Pruden to allow that ball to roll its way out of bounds. It was a funky spin. It was heading towards Pruden, then took a sharp right turn and bounced to the sideline. It looks like they're going to re-kick it, it seems. There's some miscommunication on the field, which I feel has been pretty common this afternoon. Still waiting to figure out what each of the teams, what's going on out on the field. And does look like they're going to re-kick it.
So yeah, Roman, that's going to be a re-kick. Interesting choice, but it's what the game will go on with.
So Zaquan Davis ready for take two. And once again kicks it towards that left side, and yet again it goes out of bounds. Once again, good awareness by Pruden to let that ball bounce to the Jets sideline. And now the Force offense will walk out onto the field. Ball will be spotted for now at midfield. Not sure if the referees are going to move that at all. Force huddling up at their own 40-yard line while the Jets defensive line waits for them
Long Island
at
Force at the
midfield.
50-yard line going in. Start of the third.
Got the ball spotted at the 50.
That's where it's going to be. That's where they're going to start the second half. So first and 10 for the Force from midfield. Reynaldo Hernandez remains the quarterback. Three guys in the backfield for the Force. Who gets the call? It's Tomlin. The big body is slammed down after a short gain. Looked like it was Thriston French Jr. and Bruce Toussaint. In on the stop for Rosedale. It'll be 2nd and 9 from the 49.
Ally Force really need a big play here. They've had so many big plays all afternoon. If they can just get one more, it could be a massive first down, not only for positioning, but also just for the entire scope of the game. You waste another minute, maybe 2 minutes per first down gain.
2nd and 9. Hernandez under center. Takes the snap. It's a sweep to the right with Cardi Burnett. He makes his way close to the 45-yard line before he is dropped. A gain of 3 will set up 3rd and 6 from the 46.
So 3rd and manageable for the Force. We haven't seen any unsuccessful drives from Elmont Roosevelt today, so it would be a massive opportunity for the Jets if they can pull off a stop here on 3rd and about 5.
Yeah, the Force have gone 3 for 3 with their drives. They have 21 points. The Jets need a stop here. 3rd and 5. They spot the ball at the 45 from the right hash. Hernandez communicating with his skill players.
From the 45-yard line, Long Island Force.
Gets under center. One receiver each side. It's a middle handoff. And Kurt lowers the shoulder, plowing his way across the lines again. A first down. Some nose running from Orion Kurt. Says his favorite player is the Buffalo Bills running back James Cook. They looked like him there, lowering the shoulder and moving the sticks for his squad.
Yeah, again, great job by Ryan Kurt. We haven't seen too much of him today. So great way for the Force to get another guy on the field, getting him some nice rushing yards.
2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter, 21-6 Force, and they are on the move once again. It's been Reynaldo Hernandez, the quarterback, who's taken the bulk of the snaps, although Josiah Farquharson did start the game. Hernandez has done a great job in relief. Under center, hand up the middle, Hurt yet again to the right side, trucking defenders.
Number 6 on the carry, gain of 9
and
yards.
catapulting his way down towards the 26-yard line. A hard-earned first down pickup. Makes it second and 1.
At the Long Island Force, first down. Oh, second down, sorry.
9:06 to play in the third quarter, 21-6 Force. And it's been exclusively the ground game that has carried them to that result thus far. And they continue to rely on it here.
I think they've only had, one throw today. I mean, it was complete. Great job. I believe it was to end the second quarter. A nice pass to Pruden as he got some yards after the catch for a first.
Second and 1. Hernandez under center. Pert once again the tailback. It's a sweep to the left. A lot of room to run for B.J. Lubin. His first carry of the afternoon. He picks up the first down, so it's like a five-headed monster back there for the Force. Obviously, we've seen what Moses Moore, Devontae Pruden, and Orion Pert can do, as well as Keon Tomlin, but this time it's B.J. Lubin, a supporter of Marshawn Lynch. He gets the call and picks up the necessary yardage for the first down.
Yeah, big play for B.J. Lubin again, like you mentioned, Roman, another guy who we're seeing for the first time today, so great opportunity for him to make a big play.
First and 10 with 7:45 left to play in the third quarter. Hernandez between the tackles goes Pert on the handoff, and he shuffles his way forward for a gain of just about 4. Second and 6. Ryan Pert getting the bulk of the carries in the second half, as the Force just methodically move closer and closer to the end zone. A fourth touchdown would make it very tough for the Jets to mount a comeback. Outside of that first drive, the Jets offense hasn't really done much. The Force offense has been outstanding this afternoon.
Yeah, again, Roman, 3 for 3 on their first 3 drives of the day, and this is their fourth, and they're already within the red zone.
Hernandez running to the right. Now they're going to throw a trick play to the end zone. It's caught. The touchdown, Cardi Burnett off the throw from Devontae Pruden. What a play call from the Force, and it works to perfection. And they extend the lead further. They now lead by 21. It's 27-6. Just an outstanding play call, and props to Devontae Pruden. What a throw from the running back. It was a perfect pass. Dropped it right into the basket, and Cardi Burnett, just another offensive weapon for the Force. He makes the easy catch. It's the fourth touchdown of the afternoon for the Force. Looks like they're going to go for the 1-point run or pass.
That'll bring them to 50-50 today. They went with the 2-point kick attempt on their first 2 touchdowns. And now this is the second time they've gone with the run or pass option for 1 point.
Hernandez relays the play call to his skill backs. He's under center, hands it off to Tomlin, bursting through the middle, tries to find his way to Peter, but he cannot. He is sent back by the Rosedale defensive line, but regardless, it's another touchdown on the board for the Force. It's now 27-6. And it's been arguably a perfect start for Coach Score and his squad. Couldn't have drawn it up any better. They're in full control of this Pony Division Super Bowl. They've got just about 18.5 minutes to play until they are reigned Super Bowl champs.
Yeah, exactly. It's been an absolutely dominant performance thus far for the Ally Force. And even if the Jets get 1 or 2 more touchdowns on the board, maybe even 3, they will not be coming close to the score of the Force. What a great position to be in with only 1.5 quarters to go.
So 1st and 10 for Rosedale. Again, no kickoffs. They'll take the ball on their own 40-yard line. What is now a drive where they need to score. They scored on the first possession of the afternoon. They had a 6-0 lead, and ever since then, it's been 27 unanswered for the Force. Prince Mortal under center, hands it off. Straight up the gut goes Carter Jackson, moving the pile across the field for a first down. So good start to the drive for Sea-Jacks and the Jets. And they're going to need more of that in the final stages of this game if they're going to want to have a chance to come back and bring home the trophy.
And they're going to need more of these explosive plays to see what they do on this one.
Another strong run, this time Afolabi moving the pile, getting pushes from his offensive lineman as he bulldozes his way across the 40.
Number 12 on the carry, gain
down all
of
the way to
14
the
yards. This is
34-yard line.
Jets first down.
So consecutive great pickups for the Jets ground game, using the Force's own medicine against them.
Yeah, Ethan E-Dog Afolabi has really been a standout for the Jets offense today.
He gets the call yet again, running to the right, dragging tacklers forward at the shoulder before he is toppled at the 20-yard line. So the Jets have answered the call so far on their first drive of the second half. 5.5 minutes remaining in the third frame, and it looks like a timeout called on the field as both teams head to their respective sidelines to talk it over. But a great start for the Jets. Exactly what the doctor ordered for them, but they got down there right on the red zone. Can they punch it in? They did the hard work to get to this area, and now they've got to finish off the drive.
Yeah, exactly. Only 20 yards to go. It would be so instrumental for the Rosedale Jets if they could just get 1 more touchdown on the board. Yes, time is not on your side, but if you can get 1 more, maybe, just maybe, with 1 or 2 stops on defense factored in, you could have a late comeback in this game, maybe bring it to overtime, maybe claim victory in the end. Whatever it may be for the Rosedale Jets, they're going to have to convert on these last 20 yards.
5.5 minutes left in the third quarter. 27-6. Force. Jets need a touchdown here if they want any shot at pulling off a miraculous comeback. Ball sits on the right hash at the 20-yard line. 3 straight plays, 3 straight first downs on the ground for the Jets. Sage Ripley is now the tailback behind Mortal. Prince is under center. It's a stretch play out to the right with Ripley, but he is slung down. Another big-time play by Big Homie Nazir Wilson, one of the biggest kids in the 12U bracket. And I see why. I mean, just a tremendous play. He just reached out with like 1 arm and slung him down.
2nd and 13, Rosedale Jets.
What a tremendous stop by him. No wonder they call him Big Homie.
I mean, Nazir Wilson is an absolute beast. Not only is he an offense-defense All-American, but he's also a guy who can take an opposing running back, throw him down to the ground with 1 hand, and walk it off like it's nothing.
Here's a reverse play up the middle. Jackson spinning through multiple would-be tacklers before He's eventually swallowed up by the Force secondary. Gets most of it back, makes third and manageable, 3rd and 6 to be exact, from the Force 16-yard line. 4.5 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Each team making a couple substitutions. Mortal under center, hands off to the right with Afolabi, breaks through, and toward the right pylon, he's in. Touchdown, Rosedale. Just what the doctor ordered for the Jets. Ethan Afolabi gets that touchdown that was robbed from him in the first quarter. And Rosedale cuts into the deficit. They make it 27-12.
Yeah, Edog Afolabi finally getting the touchdown he wanted. You see the celebration there. He's excited, but the work is not done yet. There's still a 15-point deficit, and closing that gap started with the touchdown, and it's going to have to continue with a successful PAT attempt.
I wonder if they're going to kick it, but it looks like they're just going to go for a 1-point attempt. This would make it 27-13, so a 14-point game, or 2-score game, either way. No matter what happens on this play. But they're going to try and get that extra 1 point. Mortal under center, Afolabi to tailback. Jumbo package in the game. Afolabi gets the call, a stretch play to the right. He walks in quite easily. A flag is thrown. But it looks like it's going to be on the Force.
It is against Elmont Roosevelt Force.
So it looks like this is going to stand regardless.
Which will give us a score of
27-13 in favor of the Force. So Max, this one's not done just yet. 4 minutes left in the third quarter, so still plenty of time for Rosedale to come back in this game. But the only thing is, can they stop Force offense?
Yeah, that is the question looming over us, Roman. Can they stop this electric ER offense that has gone 4 for 4 on drives? Yes, that's 4 touchdowns on 4 separate drives across 2 halves. But if they can get 2 successful stops in a row and score twice with a successful PAT attempt, they have this game tied up. But not only is that going to be a challenge with the LI Force offense on the other side of them, at times not on Rosedale's side either. Each of these drives, the 8 drives or so that we've seen today, they've each taken 5 or 6 minutes. How much time do we realistically have left for 2 more touchdowns out of the Jets?
It's a great point, Max. And one long drive from the Force could really be all it takes to seal the deal. The Force drive is starting at their own 25-yard line. 4:08 left to go in the third quarter. Hernandez under center, hands it off up the middle. It's Lubin who bounces off a couple tacklers and falls across the 30 for a gain of 6.
Number 15 on the carry. Gain of 6.
So again, Max, the Force just continue to spread the love to everybody. We've seen Orion Pert, Moses Moore, Devontae Prude, E.J. Lubin, Cardi Burnett have all made their name known this afternoon at Roosevelt High School. Just such an advantage to have so many guys that can really make plays for you offensively. As second down snap, it's a give. Looks like it's Lubin once again. Actually, check that. I believe it's Jaden Jimenez, so another guy. First time we called his name this afternoon. He gets the carry, makes it 3rd and inches for the LI Force. Again, just such an advantage to have so many guys you can rely on to get that big play.
Yeah, I mean, coming out of the gate, it seemed like we had a couple of standout starters for Force that would carry them through the game, but as it's gone on, it seems like every other player we're seeing a new guy come in, a new guy get 10 yards, 15 yards, a breakout play, whatever it may be.
3rd and inches. The handoff is right into the massive bodies. It looks like it's enough for a first down, or was it called? Was it timeout called?
There's a first down. That is the end That's ended the third quarter.
2:41 left to play in the third quarter.
27.
Unless that was the end of the
Rosedale
third
Jets
quarter.
13.
There might be some miscommunication. There might be a difference between what's on the scoreboard and what the referees have on their own stopwatches. But regardless, looks like it's the end of the third quarter. So we'll switch sides. The LI Force will now be scored from right to left. Rosedale from left to right. So now 12 minutes remaining in this contest. But with the way the clock management has transpired this afternoon, who knows how much time is really left in this game. But either way, the Force are on their way, and really it might just take one more big drive to seal the deal. They are 12 minutes away from calling themselves Pony Division Super Bowl champs.
Yeah, they can almost taste it at this point. The first two Elmont Roosevelt teams of the day, the Pee Wee Division team and the Midget Division team, both unsuccessful in their efforts at winning a Super Bowl. But this team, not only the #1 seed from the regular season, not only a team who won their semifinal in the playoffs, but also a team who was 8-0 in the regular season and playoffs combined, who were on the brink of being a 9-0 super team.
First play in the fourth quarter is a handoff.
Him on the carry. Lost of one.
This looked like Farquharson, who was back in the game at the quarterback position, kept it himself.
Josiah on the carry. Lost of
Seems
one.
like that is what happened.
10. Long Island Force.
I think Chris even said that we might not be doing much baseball this year, and that is...
So, he actually lost a yard. So Farquharson, we saw him start the game. Then it was Reynaldo Hernandez for the middle quarters. And now back in the final stanza, that is the fourth quarter. Farquharson gets his second stint at the signal caller spot. 2nd and 11 from their own 34-yard line. 3 guys in the backfield for the Force.
Yeah, we pretty much have a cross.
It's a handoff to Pruden, sifting between defenders before the Jets eventually rally to tackle him after a gain of about 7 or 8. So Devontae Pruden continues to impress, loves Saquon Barkley, and enjoys going to the gym. His coaches say he has no speed limit.
I mean, from what we've seen today, I can happily agree with the coaches on this one.
3rd and 1, Long Island Force.
So they ended up giving Pruden a gain of 10. It's 3rd and 1 from the 44. 2 minutes gone by in this final frame. Farquharson fumbles the snap, the ball is loose, and it's picked up by the Jets. Just what they needed as Farquharson pops up the snap. Looks like it was recovered by Sage Ripley, the running back who also plays linebacker for Rosedale. He's able to scoop up the loose change, and Rosedale has a chance to cut into this deficit even more.
And look, I mean, that is a massive play for the Jets, but we only have around 10 minutes to go in the game. How long do you need for 2 scoring drives? Their first scoring drive took what seemed like an infinite amount of time. Their second one definitely cut down on how long it took. They're going to have to do more of that if they want to score not only 1, but 2 touchdowns to at least tie this game back up.
Yeah, it's definitely going to take 2 quick drives and a quick stop. Seems like a lot in just 9 minutes of game time. 10 minutes. But anything's possible here in late stages of this game. It's a handoff to Porter Jackson running to the left. He's got a lot of real estate, but he is upended after a gain of 6. Clutch tackle on that far side.
2nd and 5, Rosedale Jets.
Couldn't tell who it is at first. It looks like it's Orion Burke who made the stop. That's a big-time play. Jackson had a lot of room to work with. This time, Oppo Lobby running to the left. And he motors his way close to the line to gain.
Gain of 4 yards.
And he's ruled just short of first down yards. You can definitely tell, Max, that the Jets have a sense of urgency down 2 scores. Now 9.5 minutes left to go in the game. 3rd and 1. Mortal under center. And he fumbles the transfer. The ball is loose on the turf. And the Force have it. A crucial turnover by the Jets. As Mortal coughs up the transfer, puts it on the deck. And the Force recovered. He just dropped that ball straight up. And it was Alan Reseda who was able to get his arms on top of it and bring it into his chest. And with 9 minutes to play, the Force get the football back, and they are in great position to bring home the trophy.
Yeah, if it was ever in doubt, it's just not in doubt anymore. That was exactly what solidifies the game for the Force. Right as the Rosedale Jets thought they had an avenue back into the scoreline, the Force says no. The Force simply says no. What a great fumble recovery with just 9 minutes left in the game. If they can stretch out these next few plays, the Force will be crowned champions.
Just an unfortunate turn of events for the Jets. You know, they get the ball, they're in good field position, and they just cough it up. They put the ball on the turf, and the Force are able to react quickly and jump on top of it. They've got the ball now at their own 36-yard line. Farquharson hands off to the right side. And the pile comes to a stop at the 40-yard line for a short gain. But I'm sure the Force will be in no hurry to snap the football.
About 3 yards.
As at this point, they're just killing clock. Trying to add on a touchdown just for good measure. Have to seal the deal and insert them as the next Pony Division champ.
Yeah, it's exactly what they wanted, and in a sense, what they deserve after going 8-0 through the first game of the playoffs and the regular season.
So 2nd and 7. Farquharson under center. And a flag throw.
Flag gonna play false start.
It's a false start on Force. So that'll back them up 5 yards and make it 2nd and 12. They've been heavily penalized today, but they've been able to overcome it thanks to some of those explosive plays that we saw earlier in the game.
2nd and 12. 2nd and 12.
The Jets have played a cleaner game penalty-wise, but they've just had that crucial turnover that really dashed any of their hopes of coming back in this game.
Yeah, exactly. That fumble, so crucial. While, again, that comeback seemed out of reach. Who knows? Maybe, just maybe, it could have been a turnaround late on, but again, that fumble just squandering all chances of a late resurrection.
2nd and 12. This is Pruden sprinting to the left. He's got a lot of room to work with. Angles around the defender down the left sideline. Devontae Pruden is the clear, and he can waltz in. Touchdown Jets, or excuse me, touchdown Force. Devontae Pruden's 2nd score of the afternoon, and that should just about do it. It makes it 33-13 in favor of the Force.
I mean, what a run by Pruden. This just solidifies it. He goes at the sideline, past all the men on the Jets defense. He's absolute speed, and he gets in to make the score 33-13. Finally, the Force can celebrate today. 2 failed Super Bowl attempts, followed by this dominant victory, and a cherry on top by Devontae Pruden.
So the Force are on their way to accentuating the perfect season with a Super Bowl victory. And they're going to go for the 1-point PAT with Farquharson under center. It's a handoff and immediately tackled.
Point is no good.
Nothing doing for Jaden Jimenez. But regardless, it is now a 20-point advantage for the LI Force. And once again, the perfect way to finish off their undefeated campaign.
Eagles, shout out to Movie.
They are just 7.5 minutes away from crowning themselves champs.
7.5 minutes. It's all they need, and you say 7.5 minutes, but in reality, you could say it's now. They're up 20 points. That's almost certainly a wrapped-up victory. The public address announcer already thanking all the fans and the parents. They know it's over. They just have to get through the last few minutes of arduous play.
Great tier next season.
Once again, 7.5 minutes left to play in this one. The Jets will try to battle back. To hand off to Jackson, sprinting to the left, knifes his way back inside before he is chopped down after a minimal gain of just 2 for 3.
Oh, well, now I see it actually.
Gain of 2.
So the Jets will try to finish their season on a high note by punching the ball into the end zone maybe once or even twice before the game comes to a conclusion.
But time is not on their side, Roman. See what they can do with the limited amount of minutes.
Afolabi gets the call this time, and he's got a lot of room to work with before he is lifted up and taken down. Looks like he had enough to move the sticks. First down for Rosedale. 6.5 minutes left remaining in the contest.
And Edog Afolabi has really been a standout today for the Jets offense, which has been slow compared to the Force one. Not to say that they're a bad team. Into this or 2 touchdowns. They've done a great job all day, but just the Force outrunning them at every possible corner.
This time it's Jackson as his jersey pulled as he crosses the 30 and is shoved out of bounds right around the 29-yard line of the Force. Under 6 minutes left to go. Rosedale moving quickly. As Max mentioned, time is ticking. They're already down 20 points. Portal in his green cleats takes the snap. It's a give to Afolabi. Sprints up the middle with a burst of speed. Still rolling, and he maneuvers his way inside the 15.
Gain of 18 yards.
A nice run
first down
for Afolabi, but a flag is thrown. It was after the play. Not sure who this is going on. Timeout on the field. Play is stopped at Maxwell. We have a moment. Let's discuss who we think we're going to pick for our offensive and defensive MVPs for both sides.
Yeah, well, I'm going to start with the Elmont Roosevelt Force. Doesn't look like they're going to win today, but they've definitely had some standouts on both sides. Oh, sorry, the Rosedale Jets. Doesn't look like they're going to win today, but they've had some standouts on both sides of the ball. On defense, I'm looking at Aiden Then. He's been really good all day. He's been in the action throughout all 4 quarters. And on the offense, I think it has to go to Ethan Edog Afolabi. Not only did he get the 2nd touchdown, he had that incredible kickoff return to start the game, and he's been solid all afternoon.
And then on the other side for the LI Force, I think offensively and defensively, it's pretty clear who we're going to pick. I think offensively, you've got to give it to Devontae Prunin, 2 rushing touchdowns, and a passing touchdown. Just an outstanding Super Bowl for him. And then defensively, big number 99, Nazir, big homie Wilson. A couple of impressive tackles. As the Jets take the snap, Jackson dashes to the left and is smacked down at the 10-yard line. But as I was saying, Nazir Wilson, one of the biggest 12 kids you'll ever see.
Number 10 on the
Made a couple of impressive tackles, showing off his strength as 12.
Rosedale Jets.
Yeah, Nazir Wilson's an absolute beast.
Here's Afolabi, gliding to the left, tries to hurdle a defender, and he is upended at the 9-yard line. A little slow to get up, but he's helped up by his teammate Tristan French Jr., one of the offensive linemen. Now 4.5 minutes left to play here in the final game of our triple header at Roosevelt High School. Bortles going to keep it, calls his own number inside the 5, but not enough for first down yardage. It's 4th and very short.
Here's the first down.
Rosedale's going to go quick here. Going to try to punch it in. Oh, they're going to rule it a first down, it looks like.
First and goal, Rosedale Jets
So
from the
first and
3-yard
goal
line.
for Rosedale. Trying to make it a little closer on the scoreboard. Portal, handoff, Afolabi, stumbles, crunches, and finds his way to the end zone for a Rosedale touchdown.
Ethan Afolabi again adding another touchdown to the Jets' points tally. You'll see here, he just gets through the defense, rips into the end zone, and gives a further reasoning for why he will be the offensive MVP of the Jets.
So it looks like Rosedale's going to go for the 1 point, which if they convert would make it 33-20. 3:42 left remaining in this one. Here's the snap up the middle. Afolabi pinball off tacklers, and he is short
With
of
3
the end
minutes
zone.
and 42 seconds left in the game, Long Island Force 33, Rosedale Jets 19.
So after this sequence, it's 33-19 in favor of the Force. They're just 3:42 away from calling themselves Super Bowl champions, but we have a few players down at the goal line for Rosedale. Not the way they were hoping to end their campaign, but still a very respectable ride for them. They should hold their heads high on a very strong campaign on their side. So it looks like the Force will get one more drive, unless they cut the final 3 and change minutes short, as they're helping the Rosedale players to the sideline. Once again, 3:42 left to play.
Shout out to all
in
the
the Pony
champions
Division Super Bowl.
today. Shout
The
out
Allied
to
Force well on
Southern
their
State
way
Seminoles too.
to the championship victory. 33-19, they lead the Rosedale Jets. Max, just a tremendous game from them, and it was really the ground game that got them going.
Yeah, exactly. The ground game has been incredible all day. It started off with a massive rushing touchdown for Pruden. Are they going to call it? Is the game over? The game's over. So a massive rushing attack, a great defense, a cut short clock, and a win after 2 losses for the Force organization in the Pony Division Super Bowl.
It was our highest scoring game of the 3. But the Allied Force, they finally bring home some hardware as they defeat the Rosedale Jets by 14. Final score 33-19 here at Roosevelt High School. Great way to finish off Super Bowl Sunday. As we want to thank everybody involved in this Varsity Media production. Obviously, our executive producer gets all this stuff together, Ben Turchin. Our technical director working with us, Jacob Sepkin. Our camera operators, Peyton Brophy, bringing the wind and the cold, as well as Kevin Catalanono. For Max Rodiak, I was Roman Brunetti. I'm saying so long from Roosevelt High School once again. It's the LI Force defeating the Rosedale Jets in the Pony Division Super Bowl 33-19.